And I'm coming to you today because a light bulb came on for me in recent weeks, and I said to myself, be your motherfucking self. That's it.
I hear Jizzle, why don't you take a break? Swear you working like a madman. Heard your song and what a waste. That shit belong up in the trash can.
If there's nothing you can't live with and you absolutely cannot live without, it's definitely love. And AJ does nothing more but spread love and bring all good vibes. Today's episode of the XO Effect, I finally get to catch up with the rapper and creative, and we discuss everything. He tells me about his journey of creating 14 Hours, building his brand in the Lxve Collective, and what we should watch out for next.
Staying alive, it's word to the beaches. Hate when my girl is too clingy. Her temper's as short as my pinky.
Welcome to the XO Effect. Today I have a very special guest with me. I have seen him 1,000 times over the last year. I think this is very long overdue. But without further ado, hello, welcome, AJ.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, no, thank you for letting me come. So thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I just want to get right into it. I haven't had the chance to really interview you. I only know you from seeing you perform and kind of reading up on you with a couple of things. So I just kind of want to know like your backstory and what makes AJ AJ.
Oh,
So I know you're from Indianapolis.
Yes.
And you are, as you like to call it, a poet that turned into a rapper.
Yeah. So I started out. I wrote poetry. But I wrote poetry that rhymed.
Mm-hmm.
It just always sounded better that way. Before I even thought about rapping, and I had two older cousins that they produced, and one of them rapped, and they got me to rap, and I fell in love with it. And then I got into hip hop music itself too. I did that first. I got into hip hop music, and I fell in love with it. It was just there's nothing like it. And you know, of course, now as time has gone by, it's like the biggest thing.
Right.
It was the biggest thing to us for a long time. So,
right.
Yeah.
There's a big misconception, I think, because I write.
Okay.
So I think there's a big misconception that, oh, if you can write, you can rap. Like,
You got bars?
Man, you know,
Yeah.
I got a little bit of bars, but I think the delivery is way different from just writing and then rapping.
There's levels to it. Yeah, there's the writing, of course, which is like, of course, that's pretty much like the most important part to an extent. But then there's the delivery. And then it's your voice too.
Yeah.
Figuring out the best way to use your voice. Like the best. Some people just have naturally good voices for stuff, but you know, so when you can mesh all that together, that's when you get the rapper. Yeah, that's when you get the magic.
Yeah, I don't have the voice to rap. I don't think.
Hey, that's up for opinion. I mean,
you put me on a track and you like it, then you can keep it.
All right, we can test that out and see what's up.
So speaking of rapping, you dropped your album 14 Hours, which was, well, I'm not even gonna say inspired. You literally did the entire album, 14 hours, driving to Austin for 14 hours for South by Southwest.
Yeah, so the project with the idea of it and the conception of it was on that 14-hour drive, and some of the music was made during the trip for sure. Okay. We did go back and do more to it over the next few months after that, but yeah, but the whole idea came from that 14-hour drive.
Neat.
For sure.
What was the South by Southwest experience like?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like it. I mean, honestly, we were there for a very short amount of time, which made it that much crazier that we did it. But we spent a lot of the time was in the van. Like, to be honest, the 14 hours there and 14 hours back. But I mean, when you're with people that you love and you know, all creative people, we're all friends. So it was fun.
It made it worthwhile.
Yeah. And then when you get there, like the first year, like I didn't know what to expect, you know, and then the second year around, we kind of had an idea. But I mean, you get down there, it's just a bunch of people from all over the place. Yeah, I mean, but the funny thing is, being down there, like I ran into so many people from Atlanta there. It was like I felt like I was
it's like the South by Southwest train from here to Austin is insane, and every year they're like, "Are you going to South by?" I'm like, "No." It just not that I would love to go, but it every time like you log on, like you see on Instagram, it's like you see everybody from Atlanta, and I'm like, that is insane.
Yeah, I ran into so many people from Atlanta. I felt like I was here.
Yeah,
like, at some, yeah, I was at some event here and saw people. But that made me feel more at home too. Yeah. So and just showed kind of being out. Like, okay, I know a good amount of people there. But yeah, but no, it was cool. And it was cool too to do it and see that, because I performed with a band. So like there were people there that had never seen a rapper perform with a live band, before, or they might, if they went to like a Kendrick concert or something like that, you might see, like, you have to go to somebody on a specific level to see somebody with a band that raps. So they had never seen something like that. And of course, my music is my own music, so it's just different. But it was good. It just showed me that there's people from all over the country that like what I'm doing and want to see me back. So
that's neat.
Good. Yeah.
So what was the concept for 14 hours?
It was the 14-hour drive. It was the conception of it. But the concept behind it was the idea that we drove 14 hours to do a show, and then turn right back around and come right back and drive 14 hours again. It was like, but I would do it all over again. Yeah. It was like, if you're willing to, what would you be willing to drive 14 hours to do? If you had an opportunity to do X, Y, or Z, like, what would you be willing to do? And if you're not that willing to do whatever you're doing,
to drive 14 hours and turn around, like, how long were you in Austin for?
I don't know, maybe 36 hours, something like that. Like, I mean, it's kind of one of those situations where we drive overnight, get there during the early afternoon, perform that night, sleep, and then head right back out sometime during the next day. So yeah, like maybe that afternoon.
Wasn't long at all.
So yeah, we weren't there long. Yeah. We weren't actually in the city that long.
But the gist of it is to do what you love, to get up, make that drive, or make that sacrifice, make that commitment, and then come right back.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful experience too. And we had fun. We got a good amount of content and ideas, and you get that much closer of a bond with people that you travel with. So it was good. Yeah. Like, I enjoyed it. I'd do it again.
I hope so.
Yeah, I plan to go back. I don't think I'm not gonna be there this year. I mean, it's around the time of Lxve too, so and I got a lot going on. So I won't be there this year. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go.
So let's get into this Lxve. I like the name of it already. But before I go ahead and assume about what it is, tell me what Lxve is about.
Lxve is a multi kind of art experience. So there's performances, there's fine art, we might have live artists there. We vibe, like wherever we do it at, we vibe it out and just make it like its own thing. When you get there, it's just its own
thing. Kind of leave it in for a second.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a real positive experience, and we just want to encourage people and create that community of people that you're seeing people that are out here doing what they love, that are really talented. And we take pride in curating good shows. So the people that are involved are very talented.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna get a really good show too. So,
okay. Yeah. And is this just something you're putting on, or is this with the entire Love?
Yeah, it's something that the Lxve Collective does together. I curate like a lot of it with picking who's performing and all that stuff. And I mean, I'm kind of I'm very hands-on. Yeah, I'm still kind of the lead person on it all, and with final decisions and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a team effort.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking, and when you said March the 11th,
March
right?
11th.
Okay. I'm sure you'll have like more info as the date approaches. Okay. I'm gonna have you too much about it.
Oh yeah.
I just want my ticket.
I got you. Yeah.
Well, my ticket with a +1.
I'm hoping you'll come and do something for the XO.
Absolutely. I'll definitely come by. I'm always down for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So more about AJ. I didn't really get to dive into the poet rapper thing, because I guess I like the idea, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone explain themselves saying that I was starting off with poetry and then I kind of got into rap, and that you actually studied hip hop. What was that experience like when you actually knew that you decided you wanted to rap? How did you go about taking like that leap and saying I got bars and I'm gonna put it on a track?
I mean, well, it really kind of was just as simple as I did it once. When I first started doing it, we weren't even rapping into mics. Like my first time recording was on a boombox. So like it was when you had a tape, and you press play and record, and we talked into speakers
yeah.
on a tape. So that was like my very first recording, but I thought it was pretty decent what I did for a first time writing a verse.
Do you remember it?
No.
Oh.
Actually, that's funny. I mean, for people who like have done music for years or something, like it's kind of funny if people remember their first rap. Or I don't at all, and it's probably trash compared to what I do.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of glad.
Growth.
Yeah, but I'm sure it wasn't like. But I think I always had a thing. Like I was kind of natural with it, like counting bars and stuff. Like all that stuff kind of came naturally to me. But yeah, no, but I don't remember it. But it was fun. But yeah, but I just did it. I enjoyed it, and I kept doing it. And as I got to college, and was like recording in my own dorm room, and now I started actually doing performances and talent shows and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I really enjoy this. And that was around the time period where you're in college, and it's like you're trying to. I was like, my plan B with college is like, you know, if I find something that I enjoy doing there, I'll do that too.
Right.
But I'm really enjoying the music side.
What were you in school for?
Mass communications.
Okay.
Had to focus on radio and television.
So something still in the media realm.
Yeah, exactly.
You weren't gonna fall off too hard.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you know, maybe I'll find something there that's fun too. And like I interned with the radio station. I ended up a director on a TV station and all that by my school. So yeah, so I dove into it. But yeah, I haven't found anything I enjoy as much. And plus, I say like being an artist is like one of the best things you could do.
You're creatively free.
Yeah, and you get to do everything. Yeah, like I can write music, record music,
produce music.
Yeah, I can.
Help another artist.
Yeah, put on. You know, I can make visuals for it. I can put on events. I can create merch.
Yeah.
Like I can do all these different. I can do whatever I want to do.
It's a pretty
and it
well-rounded job to have.
Right.
To do anything in media, I think, but especially to be an artist, because you have, and then you went to school for a lot of things, so you have that background where you're able to dip and dab in the, you can make some money.
Yeah, that's another thing too that I want to push people for ownership.
Yeah,
and
that's important. So you pretty much manifested like your own. You didn't even know it. You manifested what you said. You didn't want to work for nobody. And
Exactly.
Here you are.
I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised I was talking about it that far back about creating my own thing and not wanting to work for nobody. So. But yeah, I'm all about that, and the people that I deal with love, and the people that I talk to on a daily basis, like we're all on the same page with that, and just trying to work to live a life doing what we enjoy, and not work, like having ownership and not working for nobody if we can. So yeah,
those are goals.
Absolutely.
Keep people around you that manifest. I know that's what the Lxve Collective is all about, but we don't get into that.
Okay. Yeah.
So growing up in Indianapolis, what was that life like? How big of a difference is being there and then moving to Atlanta and seeing like the music culture and how you're able to kind of flourish and thrive now? Got you.
Well, I love the people in Indianapolis. So I definitely got to shout them out. But when I was growing up in Indianapolis, the music and hip hop scene wasn't as popping as it is now. There wasn't as much going on. But it was funny because when I first got to college, I want to say I was coming back home and performing in different clubs and stuff. So there was stuff going on, but not as much.
Gotcha.
But I knew that Atlanta had a lot of opportunity around that time. And we still, like I had homies that I recorded with every day in Indianapolis, but we made it all happen. It was cool. I mean, I'm trying to see how to say this.
You can say how you feel. It's
okay.
A very free and open environment.
Yeah. So I always recorded and made, but we just couldn't perform as much. I guess you could say there wasn't as much going on. So, but then getting to Atlanta, I really got my chops on like performing and stuff. In front of people and creating a scene. And I really learned now. Then I started putting on our own shows.
Gotcha.
So I really learned how to move and how to do stuff in different cities, which made us able to do the Nothing But Time tour last year.
Gotcha.
So that was cool. So
yeah, I like that actually. I got to see the flyer for that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we're gonna level up and do it even more this past year. So, but like I said, it was different. But now I'll say Indianapolis. Now I always say since the Super Bowl happened in Indianapolis,
it's been
there's more stuff going on there.
Booming.
Yeah, and like the hip hop scene is really starting to flourish, and you're seeing people really making stuff happen with themselves and just really supporting each other as a culture. So it's really dope to see.
How did home influence your writing? Because you said you were writing poetry first, so
yeah.
How did, I guess, from like what exactly were you writing about?
Everything. I mean, okay, I'll say this: when I very, very, very first started writing rhymes.
Do you remember the first poem you wrote?
No. I'm thinking of like
curious.
rapping. Okay, well, poetry. I was writing about, I don't know, stuff I was feeling, and I was doing a lot of stuff with church and stuff too back then. So I was kind of writing somewhat religious poems too, a little bit. But yeah, I was just writing about whatever really that was going on. Yeah, but I'll tell a funny thing, a little funny tidbit. When I was when I first was writing rhymes and rapping them, like, cause back in the day. We had like study hall and you would have ciphers and stuff out lunch and stuff like that. And when I first started getting into rap, like it was a lot of like gangster rap type stuff. So I was listening to like Cassidy and Rough Riders. Like my cousins were big on. It was like
good northern like.
Yeah, it was a lot of East Coast influence when I first started. Like my two cousins, they were huge on DMX, Jay-Z. It was NERD and Timberland. Like that was like
their thing.
And a lot of Dilla beats that I didn't realize back in the day. Yeah,
nice.
I was rapping the Dilla beats and didn't know they were Dilla beats when I was younger.
Didn't
know.
Well, I was writing to my own rapping.
Yeah, but back in the day, I was like writing stuff like I was like a Cassidy or something, like writing about stuff that was not going on. Like I'm not shooting people. And
you
all
was
that, but
living that life.
Like, yeah,
you was
know what I'm saying?
writing about it.
But I was writing about it, and like kind of like copying some bars and stuff like that. Sometimes, not a lot. But and like the very first times I was like freestyling and stuff. But then. I can kind of break down to you like my rapping, like the influences. So it was like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt was the first album that got me.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, so that was like the first album that I was like, okay, I really want to get into this. Like it was dope. So so that was the first one. He influenced me just to start rapping, and how he would take you on a journey, and really you would be where he's at. Like he would take you there, and then. But then, like I said, there was that gangster influence, so it was kind of like you felt like you had to rap about a certain life or whatever. But then Kanye came around, and he was like, I saw myself in that a lot, because he was talking about whatever, like real, whatever stuff he was going on with. It was like poetic, and he had the religious side to it, so it was like all that. I'm like, so I can, it was like, okay, I can rap about what I want to rap about. And then it was like, I have to say before that even, Cassidy, I keep mentioning Cassidy, because Cassidy would punchlines. Like he was
really good.
Yeah, like every line he said was a punchline. Like, he didn't waste one line. So I'm still like that with my music now. Like I don't waste a bar or I don't waste a line. So that's one thing with him. But then Lupe came around. And Lupe
that's a good rapper.
Messed my whole world up. He was like cause he would talk about stuff from like he would do personification and just talk from different perspectives. Talk from a perspective of a robot or a tree or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
You like what?
So he showed you can be abstract with your writing, and you can write from any type of perspective and however you want to tell the stories and stuff like that.
It's your story.
So you don't have to just talk from this first person thing. You can talk from however you want to. So those were like that was like the biggest influences when I first started rapping.
Neat. Yeah. I can definitely see how that happened. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, when I first when I looked at the video Meta World Peace, and as it was playing, I was like, yo, is he about to sing? Because it gave me such a really chill vibe, and I was like, yo, if he sings, it's over with. He's killing the game.
I wish I could sing. I really do. I really wish I could sing. I can't though. But you don't know how many times I showed to a venue and people be like, oh, you sing? I'm like, nah.
You do give me like low-key singer vibes.
Yeah, I'll take that though. That's cool. That works. But then I get these bars. So
yeah, you get these bars. You get this work.
Yeah.
But no, that's what's up. I can definitely see how those people influence your writing. Just by listening to you, I'm like, I totally. And then I watch you perform, and you give such a great performance.
Thank you.
That I feel like it's like you get the poetic vibe, but it's still like, no, you got bars. Like outside of all that, you got bars.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Lots of performances. So I still be tweaking myself after performances. Like, I could have did this and that, but
that's a good thing. You're a critic of yourself, as you should be.
So I'm glad that you rock with it though.
Absolutely. And I'm out here for a reason.
For sure. Yeah.
I like to support artists though that are really good. You gotta be good. You gotta be really good.
Cool. I'll take that.
Yeah. So, tell me about the Lxve Collective.
Okay. Well, that came about. I don't know how it even happened with like the idea of love.
Because
like,
it's 4 of you guys.
Yes, we have a core 4. Love is really like if you support us, you're in love.
Yes.
Like you gonna end up in official love.
All right. Yeah, I need some gear.
You're gonna have to be official
gear.
love affiliate before by Love Fest. All right. So you're gonna be in love too. But
work.
But it was an original core 4. So I mean, I came up with the initial acronym and idea of love, but it came from the lifestyle that my friends were doing. So it's myself, Jonathan Tees, at the expertise, Greg Brown with Skybox Cinema, and Carl B or Cool KBZ, who has the Cool Life, his own thing too. But we all work together, and we realized the things that we could do if we just united and build something bigger than ourselves to motivate other people and highlight people and just do cool stuff. So, but but Love is a culture brand, and it's surrounded around music and fine art, and through and we do all this mainly through clothing and live events, like our bread and butter. And we're our own in-house content.
Like it.
Yeah.
Keep everything in-house. Now these apparently, if I'm remembering correctly, how you guys met was an interesting story, and then how you guys kind of came about everything. But I do have one question.
Okay.
It's been bothering me since I looked at it.
All right.
So the X in love and the X in your name, is there a significant meaning behind it?
Yes.
Okay.
It stands for leaving your mark. So I mean, there's the X in AJ is silent, and in love too. Really, I mean, they're both silent, but yeah, it stands. It just shows for leaving your mark with whatever you're doing.
Okay.
And I always give the thing of like X marks the spot, like on a map, and the X is is the destination to whatever that treasure or whatever that goal is, and we hope that our mark that we leave is leading people to theirs as well. So I like levels to stuff.
No, it makes sense.
So
I like
but that's what it's.
I like the double meaning to it.
Yeah. So when you see that red X somewhere, you know it's us. Yeah.
When you see that X, that's him.
Absolutely.
When you see me, that's me.
Yeah, she's in a Love affiliate now, so make sure you shout us out.
I have an X too.
You do? And it's the XO
effect.
effect.
The XO effect.
There you go. So you see how it works?
Yeah. It's a little double entendre. I don't even know how that came about, but I got a story behind it.
What is it?
Man. Short story. Story time. So the XO. So originally it was just like my Instagram name, and I don't know. I guess the more I kind of hung to it, I liked it, and then everywhere I just like to have a good time and bring good vibes, and I'm always loving and smiling and hugging people and showing love. With everything, there's so much going on, like every day in the news about something with Trump. How has that, I know like just being in music and being a creative, you kind of try not to take all of the world's problems, but how does that, or how has that influenced your writing recently?
Yeah, that's funny. I was listening back through my SoundCloud the other day. Like somebody told me that they felt like a lot of my music was talking about love. And I'm like, of course, because of my brand. But I felt like I heard a lot of political stuff in my stuff. Like my most popular song right now on my SoundCloud is my song "Calm Down." And
actually, I did. I was watching a ton of your stuff.
Okay. The song "Calm Down," which was directly from. Police murders. And,
even how you put the video together, I thought was really dope.
And the funny, that wasn't even like all the way planned. So we were doing a photo shoot for our clothing brand. And I knew that what the theme of that was, which all of it, I do this stuff on purpose. But it made sense, so we just ended up shooting a video with it too, so it kind of worked out. But so even with that,
Hey Onyx, just in the interview.
With the Calm Down video, but with that song, so that was that, and then I had my other one, which was Trump Card, right before the election. So I mean, it's definitely influenced some stuff, and like we had the Immigrants Welcome shirts. And,
I like that a lot too. I really like that.
That came I did that as somewhat of my own little protest, but because when it's so crazy that Trump is still doing this, and time is going by. Because Love Fest last year was February. February 2017. And shortly before that, Trump had made those. He had, you know, when they were stopping people from certain countries to come into
the ban.
Yeah, the ban that they did.
Yeah.
So in my own little protest, I actually made a shirt that said "Immigrants Welcome" that I wore to Lxve, so you can flash the pictures.
Gotcha.
Now.
Gotcha. Right. Love flash.
And, yeah, but and just while I was at Lxve, people were like, "Man, I love that shirt. Like, you should do something with that or whatever." So I was like, "Okay." So I made it part of my Love brand merch, and as a protest, and it's so crazy that here we are almost a year later, and now he's still doing stuff talking about immigrants.
Yeah,
and it's so. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely influencing stuff that I do from my music to my merch. But you know, like you said, you don't want to try to focus all on that. But
right.
If it happens and something is on me, tugging at me enough, I'm gonna create something that has to do with it.
Yeah, I can tell that just with a lot of your music, and then like looking at your brand. You're definitely heavy into what's going on around you, which I think is important. And yeah, I know they said that an artist is supposed to be a reflection of the times, and I think every artist individually, you know, you do that in your own unique way, but I think you specifically, like, you really kind of get in touch with, but you make people feel it, and I like that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
It's not a typical, like, well, we all know fuck Trump, but you know, you really, for me, I feel like you really kind of sink into the issue, and then you find a way to resolve it. You know, with you know, we're all immigrants welcome. Like, I like those kinds of movements.
Thank you. And you know what I really look up to? Well, I not really look up to, but just something that I admire is people who can write a song about a very specific and simple thing.
Yes.
Because I don't do that a lot, as much as I would like to. I think I get, not necessarily broad, but I talk about big things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like people who can talk about
this in particular.
Yeah, like I saw a girl in a red shirt, and I was like, or a red dress, and that's all the song is about.
It's about
and
girl in a red
dress, and that's it. And
I think it's a really cool thing. It's kind of like a character play, if you will.
Yeah,
able to get into that character and really. For me, it's almost like a point, like we were talking about earlier, point of view. Just now, this is the girl in the red dress point of view.
Yeah, exactly. So I admire that, and I actually want to do more of those sometimes, because I know I can get really into, like you said, stuff that's going on. But it's all necessary, and it's everybody's own point of view, so it is what it is.
I'm not going to let it be great, Onyx. Go! She ain't going to let me be great.
That's all right.
I can't even edit that part out.
It's alright. Leave it. Leave it.
Onyx is now a part of the XO effect.
There you go.
Shout out to
Onyx
you, Onyx.
effect. So
right.
She gonna take over the show.
Right. The Lxve Collective. I just think it's very interesting. I like how each person has their own, like, they're still themselves, and then you guys can come together and create something really big and different. Yeah, that's we want to be living examples of that, because you can't do everything alone, and when you do things that are bigger than yourself, it tends to end up bigger. Right. And the point of putting your people on and growing together, like not just you trying to get successful and then try to do stuff, but like create situations for people around you to eat and to do things as well. That's so important. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. So you did a lot of touring last year. I did a little bit. I did a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah, you toured a lot with Jay Coop and the gang. Yeah, with Div. Yeah, with Coop and Div and Jay Good. Yep. Yeah, you did. So what was that like? How was that? How was tour life? It was hashtag. It was nice. A lot more rest than the 14 hours drive. Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, it was. Some days in between. It was really cool. I'm thankful for Coop and Good and Div for working with me and putting it together, because I hit them up and was like, y'all want to do a tour? I got these stops I could do. Can we do something together? Yeah. And so we all meshed together on different stops we could do and did it. But it was cool. We got to, I go into the different cities I'd never been to. It was nice, and we got love in all the different cities. And what was your favorite city? I have to say Indianapolis. Really? Yeah. I wonder if I remember correctly. I believe they said the same thing. Yeah. They said something about fried chicken. Yeah. So I'm glad you said. Okay, so this is fried. Yeah, I didn't realize this, because I mean, when you're I'm not there all the time, but also you're just in so many places. Yeah. You don't think about it, but they left. Div, Coop, and Good left like, okay, Indianapolis has the best fried chicken. They said that, and
like
I was
the best
little,
wings. Like they got the best.
They said the best wings, and I was
they got
little.
the best fried wing, wings in Indianapolis. I was like, oh, okay. This is just what I thought it was. I didn't think it was like the best or whatever. But so yeah, so if you come to Indianapolis, make sure you go.
So you've had this.
Yeah, I've had it. Of course, I've had it, but it's just when you're there, you don't think about it. I don't think about it. As oh, this is the best. But when they said, I'm like, okay, then I know that now.
Yeah.
But Indianapolis was fun because I mean that's where I'm from. The homies helped out with the show we had there. We had a good. The place was pretty packed out. I pretty much sold out of my merch.
Gotcha. That's dope.
My homies were like super hospitable to all of us. I even got my friend's Long's Donuts, which is like a spot in Indianapolis.
Okay.
They had like Jordan's chicken and all that.
You have to have me take a trip up that way.
Yeah, y'all gotta get up there too. So it's I gave them the tourist little tour there.
Gotcha.
And got them some of the culture there.
How is that going back home? What is going back home like? Is it different? Is it kind of the same? Do you have to like, I can't be at home long because niggas be hating kind of thing, or is it just all love and? It's
all love. I mean, it's just the type of people I hang around. That's all it is. All they wanted was that, which is actually a song on my project. Whatever you do, kind of speaks on that.
I think were you saying that one of your homeboys or something?
My guy AP, from back home, he's on the song too, and that song was about when I decided to move to Atlanta, and it was like that. Me, when you kind of feel not necessarily guilty, but it's just you're like, man. I'm really stepping out, and I'm not gonna be with any of y'all, But he was like, nah, man, like do it, please. We look up to you in that regard, so please do that. So, but no, when I go back home, it's just home. It's just like I say it's the people, not necessarily the place, but the people.
You still have family up that way?
Okay. Yeah, my mother's side, and then of course people I grew up with.
Gotcha.
A lot of them are still there, so it's like home.
That's good. It's always love when you go back home.
Yeah. So I want to eventually like go there and stick around for like a month or so and just write and make a project or something based off the thing there, because I always feel home and think about stuff I don't usually think about when I'm at home.
What part of Indianapolis are you from?
I'm from the east side of Indianapolis. I went to Lawrence North High School, so I was on the east side around like Sunnyside. You wouldn't know that, I guess, but
don't know, but it sounds interesting.
It's because Indianapolis, I mean, it's kind of like one big circle, pretty much. So you have like the east side, you got the west side.
Gotcha.
And so it's just, but people. It's funny because like you feel like they make it seem like people are different from the different sides. So it's kind of funny, but I'm from the east side, Indianapolis.
So you recently got married? Well, not recently, but last year.
I mean, yeah, it was I still feel it's recent to me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How has that influenced you in your writing or just overall being and growing up, and now you gotta be this, you gotta be that man? Yeah, now my whole life has changed from being married and engaged and all that. Like, it's just, I'm responsible for another person, and I have to answer to somebody, and also there's things I don't have to worry about anymore either. So I mean, but it's great. I'm happy. Good.
It's it's changed a lot. It's just I'm not just out in the streets or just out and about for no reason.
You got you a good one.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah. So, but it's got me more focused. I have to provide, so I can't just make frivolous decisions or nothing like that. So I have, like I said, you got to answer to somebody too, and it's also made me that much more focused. And being married, you learn a lot about yourself because you have another person that has their own way and their own stuff, and you deal with this person on a daily basis, and you realize like a lot more about yourself too, and the things that you can fix better about yourself, or the things that that your strengths. So it's a great thing.
It's a good learning experience, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I've learned more about myself in the past year than the rest of my life, I feel like.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it's grown me, and
those are really good relationships. When you're able to take a look at yourself. Somebody's able to hold up a mirror in front of you. I'm sure it's for me, it's very nerve-wracking and vulnerable, and I don't. Yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Marriage isn't all the way easy, but it's when you when you have somebody and you don't have to worry about certain things,
Right.
then it can be a great thing to have.
Right.
And you know, but it just all depends on yourself and then the person. Yeah, so that's all. You know, if that can work out and be great, then you have something that people really, even if they don't realize it, that's what they want.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day.
That's very true.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I feel like also my music that you'll probably hear over the next 2 years, you're gonna hear
A lot of
the
that.
time period between when I was engaged and now being married, and you're gonna hear that in the music. I feel like
That's
lot,
good. A lot of growth. I think anytime you can grow in music, anytime you can show who you are, I feel like, I mean, you're supposed to, you're an artist, you know, you don't know who you're helping and who may be feeling the same way you're feeling. I think that's important, but that's I'm looking forward to that part then.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means you're gonna have something coming out soon.
Yes.
Cross your fingers.
Oh yeah.
Working on things.
Yeah, so I'm always recording and working on music. I have a project. I have a few projects, but I have one in particular that I do want to release this year.
Okay.
In the best world, I would release 2 this year, but
it can be done.
it can be done. I'm not gonna
done.
promise anybody. I'm not gonna promise you that, but I know
like, AxJ, where's the second album?
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna drop one for sure this year.
Okay.
I know it's got some really good stuff. So the track list is already picked out. I just gotta
put everything together.
But it's good music, and I feel like you'll start to hear that transition I'm talking about.
Good. I'm looking forward to that then.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like 14 Hours was fun. And it was like my last hoorah.
Yeah.
In a sense, and
that album was your bachelor party?
Nah, I mean, I guess.
So to speak.
I guess you could put it that way. Because I feel like that project is my vibe with the homies.
Gotcha.
Like that's like me. Like when we were on that trip, that's what the vibe is like. That whole project, and just, you know, hanging out, having fun, just being with the homies, but also having real conversations too. So it's like that's the vibe of 14 Hours.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a different space. So
how long did it actually take you to record 14 Hours? I guess from start to finish. From
start to finish, there may be a song or two that were on there from before 14 Hours dropped, but I mean, let's see, the initial, maybe about a year, honestly. Yeah, about a year.
Okay.
I'll put that from start to when it was finished, yeah.
Yeah, you had a nice hoorah.
Yeah.
Now you gotta sit down.
A little bit. I'm
still
getting this work done.
That's neat.
So, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Every time I just keep thinking about the Lxve Collective, and for whatever reason, it just sounds like a really dope band.
I actually, when I was like when we went to Austin and stuff, I was calling them the Lxve Collective.
Okay.
But that was like, you know, branding.
Yeah.
But my band members are, to me, they're part of Lxve Collective too,
Of course.
So. But it does sound like a band. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That works. So.
Something about it is catchy, and it sounds like a groove. Like it sounds like a whole vibe. Like
it is though.
It is a vibe. It is a vibe. Yeah, I don't want to get that wrong. It's definitely a vibe. Yeah. So what do you besides the Love Fest, what else are you cooking up for us for the year? You're working on something. You got the Love Fest. Anything else you would want anyone to know?
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. There's some news, but I just don't want to. I'm going to be moving to LA.
What?
So that's like exclusive. But I'm guessing by the time you probably put this out, people will know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
crossing fingers.
Like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so I'll be out there. So that's gonna probably change the music up even more.
Everything, that whole experience is gonna be.
But like I said, fingers crossed. I'm still mapping out another tour. I've actually been in the works with talking to Div and Coopin' Good. We did. It went well last time, so like, why not do it again? So we're working on leveling up and doing another tour.
And then you got a whole nother city to go to, LA.
Exactly.
So I love it. I love it already.
Branch out there. Stuff going on. So I'll be doing that and. What else? And just more from the merchandise too. Like I'm gonna keep releasing music and just the merchandise. I'm working on some stuff in the works to take it up another level with the merchandise too. So just be on the lookout for more themed merch and collaborations and stuff. It's gonna be really dope. I'm excited about that. Probably just as much as the music at this point.
Absolutely. I'm just as excited. I'm really ready to hear this new music.
I might be. I'll play you something after this.
Okay.
I'll play you some stuff.
Get exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll play you something so you can hear. But yeah, so there's some good music on the way.
Good.
For sure.
We need good music. We need more good music.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely opened up on this one. I done told her I'm moving and all that too. So I didn't say that in my. I didn't say it in my last interview. Yeah.
Well, you guys, I've had a pleasure speaking with you. It's been fun. Hopefully I can do this again soon. Yeah. Sooner than later this time.
Yeah, maybe next time we can get everybody.
Yeah,
so we can
definitely. That would be dope. We can make it like a little shindig.
Let's do that.
I'm down.
Gotcha.
Let me know when. Thank you, AJ, for kicking it with me and tuning into the XO Effect. Thank you guys for rocking with me this week.
Yes.
Keep posted for more details. You guys can follow AJ on everything at
AxJ Forever. That's spelled out AxJ and then the word forever. And you can follow the love page at We Spread Love. We Spread Lxve. Everything.
Yep.
So, and the merch is on WeSpreadLove.com. So yeah.
Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the episode of the XO Effect. My name is Chiane. I go by the name of Chiane XO. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for following and catching up with me this far. This is episode 4 and I just ain't stopping. Thank you guys so much again. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And on this episode's giveaway, I am giving away 2 tickets to the Love Fest. All you gotta do is subscribe here and on my email list. That's all you gotta do. That's all that I'm asking for. Again, thanks for keeping up with me. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And like always, I will see you guys next week.